answer a question in a dance work. You can't solve a problem in a dance work. You can show people getting into, I think, a certain physical state, which can be vulnerable or fragile or powerful, empowering, destructive. So what I like about dance is that it can create and show you the range of potentials that people have in a blink of a second.
So it comes from lower, bum. Yeah, it's also when you have to come out of nothing. It's almost like as if you screw your legs in the floor and you start to spiral your trunk off the legs. Boom, and then out of that it grows.
In this show, I got really fascinated by how people manipulate themselves and each other inside a group. Although we think we maybe are, very individual people, in a way we're part of a much bigger group, which actually controls our behavior a lot. So An Active Now is very much about that kind of process of how people take over behavior. People step out of it, are being swallowed back into the crowd. And somehow that's the balance inside. And how long does that work? And when does it go wrong?
The tension between the individual and the group is kind of what the whole piece is about, and so the way we interact and intersect with each other is crucial to how the piece unfolds. It's a very intense environment. I have to say, it gets quite hot depending on they're experimenting with different lighting states in there already. So depending on what the lighting is, can completely change the temperature. But I think actually that's intentional, and she is trying to create a kind of intense and claustrophobic environment in some ways, because it's a reflection of something at a larger kind of societal level. So she wants to see what it's like, the impact of having people at that kind of proximity. It's a dark piece. It feels very heavy in there, and I guess for me the challenge will be to find the light and shade in my own pathway through it and my interactions with the other dancers, and I think she'll rely on us to find those moments.
I'm looking for some kind of an ending, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have it, where you feel a certain sentiment and a certain longing for belonging, but at the same time a curiosity for what will happen next and how do I get there. I think it's the same thing for society. A society is balancing constantly between wanting to preserve what it has that works really well and being excited about the potentials of the future possibilities. So you'll have this constant shift of holding on, letting go, holding on, letting go, holding on, letting go. And that in itself is sort of a state. So that maybe is somewhere to end up in the end of this piece. If the audience can tap into that and celebrate that with us, then we're somewhere. Yeah.